Three kinds of motivation that inspire you. We all experience ebb and flows in our motivation, not to mention the highs and lows we encounter in a single day. By the time the munchies arrive in the afternoon, we are counting down the minutes till we can give up. But when you know the why behind your acts, it can be simpler to find the drive to carry them out on days when you're not feeling particularly inspired. Motivations are primarily separated into two types, extrinsic and intrinsic. If neither of these succeed, there's good news. An incredibly powerful third sort of motivation has been discovered by researchers. Extrinsic motivation is the act of acting for the sake of receiving rewards from outside sources. Refocusing on external rewards can help you quickly recommit to a goal or activity when you feel your motivation waning. A motivation or sense of purpose that comes from within. Intrinsic motivation is described as engaging in an activity for its inherent satisfaction rather than for some separable consequence. When someone is intrinsically driven, they are inspired to act by the fun or challenge involved, rather than by outside demands, pressure, or rewards. In this category, many people have a tougher time pinpointing their sources of motivation. However, there is some compelling research that encourages every one of us to recognize our internal motivational factors. It doesn't imply there isn't a relationship if you don't instantly recognize how it relates to your own line of work. Take a step back and consider the part you play every day. Look for opportunities for achievement or a sense of direction. It's not always simple to find intrinsic motivation, especially for those of us who aren't very passionate about our jobs. Fortunately, there is a remedy. Consider your family. Even for people who lack extrinsic or intrinsic motivation, this has emerged as a third source of drive that has been shown to be powerfully inspiring. In a recent study that was published in the Academy of Management Journal, researchers examined a group of manufacturing workers whose occupations required them to complete the same monotonous duty every day. You'd think that without both internal and extrinsic motivation, employees would have little reason to put in extra effort in their jobs. Even though they didn't find the work enjoyable, those who agreed with the statement, quote, "I care about supporting my family," felt more energized and performed better each day. Your family can act as an intrinsic motivator if your family is one of your top values. Family obligations or pressure are more of an extrinsic motivator, according to Clark. Every work gives us the chance to establish our identities as competent, respectable people that our closest loved ones can depend on, according to an organizational psychologist, Nick Tasler. This is true no matter what your job.